Hi there, I'm Mindra from Ash and Amber Rising. Today, I'm taking the first step on a new journey, and I'd love to invite you to come along. Last year, I found myself looking around at my life and wondering how I got there. I realized I'd spent years just surviving, living each day not with intention, but with the single mission to make it through to the next. And somewhere along the way, it started to feel like life was happening without me. I knew something had to change. I had to change. That was the beginning of a new phase where I try, when I can, to live with intention. It doesn't always work. Sometimes I still slip back into survival mode, and that's okay. This journey doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just taking one step at a time. One thing that's helped me is creating tools, simple, soft spaces that help me ask questions like, who am I? Who do I want to become? And I realized if these tools could help me, maybe they could help someone else. So each week, I'll be sharing a video starting right from the beginning and slowly working our way through reflection, intention, and small meaningful change. There are many ways to do this work, but I'm going to show you six different ways to begin in six different journals. Let's take a look. So these are the six journals I'm going to be using. One is a lined notebook, one is a lined exercise book, one has just blank pages, one is a bullet journal, one has watercolor paper, and the last one will be done digitally in different formats. Let's take a closer look. So what we're doing this week is just getting started. Not with answers, not with goals, with a page to begin again. When I first started designing printables, I didn't just want to make tools. I wanted to bring people with me on a journey of self-discovery and a road paved with quiet hope. Hope that our wildest dreams could start to feel a little more real. What I really wanted to do was hand you a pen and paper and invite you to start, if you're ready. That's what my very first printable was about. It came with clouds and goats and a quiet invitation to dream. This page offers that same quiet intention, just a different look. This printable is called A Soft Place to Dream, and that's exactly what it's for. Not productivity, not perfection, just presence. I'm going to start by writing down some things that I've been carrying in my head lately. A few dreams, maybe, or just vague shapes of what could be. You don't have to write neatly or know what to say. You don't even need the printable. You can follow along with any piece of paper. This is about claiming space, a quiet corner of the world that says you're allowed to want things, you're allowed to change, you're allowed to try again. I tend to write in layers. First, the ideas already floating around in my head, my hopes and desires, and then I'll come back to it throughout the week and add anything else that pops up. You can do this your way. So let's take a quick look at how it might look like in other formats in our different journals. In our line notebook, I used colors for headings, and then added a little detail. In our watercolor paper book, I started with the background. Then I had to wait for it to dry. Then I added pictures for each of the ideas that I had. First time painting a phoenix, I think it went alright. Then I added more details with marker pens and the words. In the bullet journal, I did something a little different and I made lists of things that I would like to include in each category. In the lined exercise book, I taped in the printable that I wrote on earlier. I decided our blank pages book would be kind of mixed media, and so I started by drawing some pictures. I took the pieces that I had put together earlier, the background, the heading, and my writing, and then I glued it all into the book. I used Google Slides to make this. just one page. Yours might look very different to mine, and that's okay. There's no right or wrong way to journal. If you want to join me on this journal, you can download the printable on my website, ashandamberrising.com, or you can just start with whatever you have. Each week, we'll build gently from here. I'll be sharing more videos soon, showing how the same intention can live in different journals with different styles and energy. And if you'd like some gentle company along the way, come join us in the Burnt and Brave and Becoming Facebook group. It's a space for reflection, support, and imperfect progress. There's room for your story too. See you in the next video. No pressure, no perfection, just you and the next page.